chosen one. There's something happening around you right now that you need to understand. While you've been focused on your growth, your healing, your spiritual journey, there are others who have been watching, studying, investigating. You've become the most mysterious existence they've ever encountered, and they can't figure you out. You see, when someone transforms as rapidly and as profoundly as you have, it creates ripples, energy shifts. People notice, even when they can't quite put their finger on what's different about you. Your presence has changed, your vibration has elevated, and those who exist on lower frequencies are both fascinated and frustrated by what they see in you. They've been gathering information, trying to understand how someone can remain so calm in chaos, how you can bounce back from setbacks that would crush others, how you can maintain your peace when everything around you is falling apart. To them, you're an enigma, a mystery they desperately want to solve. But here's what they don't understand, chosen one. What they're investigating isn't some secret technique or hidden knowledge. What they're seeing is the result of your spiritual evolution. The transformation that happens when someone stops running from their purpose and starts walking toward it. They're witnessing the emergence of your authentic power, and it's something they've never seen before. You've learned to transmute pain into wisdom, betrayal into discernment, loneliness into self-love. This isn't normal. This isn't what most people do. Most people stay stuck in their wounds, replaying their traumas, collecting grievances like trophies. But not you. You chose a different path, and now you're reaping the rewards of that choice. The investigators in your life come in many forms. Some are obvious, the co-workers who suddenly take interest in your personal life, asking probing questions about your habits, your routines, your mindset. Others are more subtle, family members who notice you're different but can't articulate how, friends who feel simultaneously drawn to your energy and intimidated by it. They're all trying to figure out your secret. They want to know how you got so strong, so centered, so unshakable. But what they don't realize is that there's no shortcut to where you are, no quick fix or magic formula. What they're seeing is the result of countless hours of inner work, of facing your shadows, of choosing growth over comfort again and again. Some of these investigators mean well. They're genuinely curious about your transformation because they want to experience something similar in their own lives. They see the peace you carry, the confidence you exude, the way problems seem to solve themselves around you, and they want to understand how you do it. These people are potential allies, future students, souls who are ready to begin their own awakening journey. But others are investigating you for different reasons. They're threatened by your growth because it highlights their own stagnation. Your progress makes them uncomfortable because it forces them to confront their own lack of development. Your peace disturbs their chaos because it shows them that another way of living is possible, and they're not ready to do the work required to achieve it. These investigators will probe and pry, looking for cracks in your armor, searching for evidence that your transformation isn't real. They want to find proof that you're just as broken as they are, just better at hiding it. They'll test your boundaries, trigger your old wounds, and try to provoke you into reacting from your lower self. But here's the beautiful truth, chosen one. You're no longer who you used to be. The person they're investigating isn't the same person who used to be easily triggered, manipulated, or controlled. You've shed those old skins. You've outgrown those old patterns. The version of you they're trying to understand and exploit no longer exists. You've evolved beyond their comprehension, and that's exactly why you've become so mysterious to them. Your energy signature has completely changed. Where there used to be desperation, there's now contentment. Where there used to be anxiety, there's now trust. Where there used to be people-pleasing, there's now authentic self-expression. This shift is so dramatic, so complete, that it's like you're an entirely different person, and in many ways you are. The old you would have been flattered by their attention, even the negative kind. The old you might have tried to explain yourself, to justify your choices, to prove your worth to people who were never going to appreciate you anyway. But the new you understands something profound. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth. You don't need to defend your evolution. You don't have to make others comfortable with your transformation. This is one of the most mysterious things about you to those who are investigating. They expect you to engage with their drama, to participate in their chaos, to lower yourself to their frequency. But you refuse. You remain calm, centered, and focused on your own path. This drives them crazy because they can't figure out how to affect you anymore. Your mystery deepens when they realize that their usual tactics don't work on you. Guilt doesn't move you because you've learned to distinguish between healthy responsibility and toxic manipulation. Fear doesn't control you because you've developed unshakable faith in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Anger doesn't provoke you because you've mastered the art of responding rather than reacting. They're investigating someone who has learned to love themselves completely, and self-love is the most mysterious force in the universe to those who have never experienced it. When you love yourself, you don't need external validation. You don't chase people who don't want you. You don't settle for less than you deserve. You don't apologize for taking up space. This level of self-possession is foreign to most people, which is why they find you so intriguing and incomprehensible. But here's what's really driving their investigation, Chosen One. It's not just your transformation that mystifies them, it's the timing of it. They're trying to figure out how someone can change so dramatically in what seems like such a short period. What they don't understand is that your awakening didn't happen overnight. It was years in the making, building slowly through every challenge you faced, every lesson you learned, every time you chose growth over comfort. Your mysterious nature isn't an act or a persona you've adopted. It's the natural result of someone who has done the deep inner work that most people avoid. You've faced your demons, healed your wounds, and integrated your shadows. You've learned to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as redirections, and endings as new beginnings. This level of consciousness is so rare that when people encounter it, they don't know what to make of it. The investigators in your life are also trying to understand how you maintain such strong boundaries while remaining loving and compassionate. They're used to people who are either doormats or walls, those who let everyone walk all over them, or those who shut everyone out completely. But you've found the middle path. You can say no with love. You can protect your energy while remaining open to genuine connection. You can be firm in your standards while still being kind to those who don't meet them. This balance is mystifying to people who operate from extremes. They can't figure out how you can be so strong yet so gentle, so independent yet so loving, so confident yet so humble. What they're seeing is the integration of your masculine and feminine energies, the marriage of your power and your compassion. This wholeness is what makes you so magnetic and so mysterious. Your investigators are also puzzled by your relationship with material possessions and external achievements. They notice that you're not driven by the same things that motivate most people. You don't seem to need the latest gadgets, the fanciest clothes, or the most impressive titles to feel good about yourself. Your sense of worth comes from within, and this internal validation makes you incredibly mysterious to those who depend on external sources for their self-esteem. They watch you decline opportunities that would excite most people, not because you're lazy or lacking ambition, but because you've learned to distinguish between what looks good and what feels good. You've developed the wisdom to know the difference between success and fulfillment, between achievement and alignment. This discernment is so rare that it makes you seem almost alien to those who haven't developed it. What makes you even more mysterious is how you handle success when it does come. You don't gloat or become arrogant. You don't use your achievements to make others feel small or inadequate. Instead, you receive your blessings with grace and gratitude, often using your success as a platform to lift others up. This humility in success is as mystifying to your investigators as your peace in adversity. They're also trying to figure out how you've managed to maintain such a positive outlook despite everything you've been through. They know your history, your struggles, your pain, yet they see someone who radiates joy, hope, and optimism. This doesn't compute for people who use their past as an excuse for their present circumstances. They can't understand how someone can transform their trauma into triumph, their wounds into wisdom. Your mysterious nature extends to your relationships as well. The investigators notice that you attract different types of people now, higher vibrational souls who match your energy and support your growth. They see how effortlessly you've released toxic relationships and drawn in healthy ones. To them, this seems like magic, but you know it's simply the law of attraction responding to your elevated frequency. They're puzzled by how you can love people deeply while being willing to let them go if they're not meant for your journey. Your ability to hold space for others without losing yourself, to care without becoming codependent, to support without enabling, these are mysteries to people who confuse love with attachment, caring with controlling, and support with sacrifice. The investigators are also studying how you've learned to trust the process of life so completely. They watch you navigate uncertainty with grace, handle delays with patience, and face obstacles with creativity rather than complaint. Your faith in the divine timing of your life is incomprehensible to those who try to force outcomes and control circumstances. What they're really investigating, chosen one, is how someone develops such unshakable trust in themselves and in the universe. They see how you make decisions from a place of inner knowing rather than external pressure. They observe how you follow your intuition even when it doesn't make logical sense to others. This level of self-trust is mysterious because it can't be faked or forced. It has to be developed through experience and surrender. Your investigators are also fascinated by your relationship with time and productivity. They notice that you seem to accomplish more while appearing to do less. You're not rushing around frantically trying to prove your worth through busyness. Instead, you move with intention and purpose, focusing your energy on what truly matters. This efficiency of spirit is mystifying to those who equate activity with achievement. They're trying to understand how you've learned to be so present, so fully engaged in each moment rather than constantly worried about the future or dwelling on the past. Your presence is palpable. When you're with someone, you're really with them. This level of presence is increasingly rare in our distracted world, making it seem almost supernatural to those who haven't cultivated it. What makes you most mysterious, though, is how you've learned to find meaning and purpose in ordinary moments. The investigators see how you can find joy in simple pleasures, wisdom in everyday experiences, and growth opportunities in mundane situations. This ability to extract gold from the ordinary is mystifying to those who are always looking for dramatic experiences to feel alive. Your spiritual practices, though private, create an aura around you that others can sense even if they can't define it. Whether it's meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, these practices have created a depth and richness in your being that others find captivating. They can sense there's more to you than meets the eye, layers of wisdom and understanding that they can't access. The investigators are also trying to figure out how you've managed to become so comfortable with uncertainty. In a world where most people crave security and guarantees, you've learned to dance with the unknown. You understand that uncertainty is where possibility lives, where miracles happen, where growth occurs. This comfort with not knowing is profoundly mysterious to those who need to control every detail of their lives. They watch you make space for silence in your life, for stillness, for solitude, and they can't understand how you're not bored or lonely. What they don't realize is that you've learned to enjoy your own company, to find richness in quiet moments, to hear the whispers of wisdom that can only be heard in silence. This relationship with solitude is mysterious because most people run from it, afraid of what they might find there. Your investigators are also puzzled by your relationship with challenges and obstacles. Instead of avoiding difficulties, you seem to welcome them as opportunities for growth. You don't see problems as punishments, but as puzzles to solve, as chances to develop new strengths and capabilities. This reframing of adversity is mystifying to those who see themselves as victims of circumstance. What they're really trying to understand is how you've developed such resilience, such bounce-back ability. They've seen you go through difficult times, yet you always seem to emerge stronger, wiser, more compassionate. This ability to alchemize pain into power, to transform wounds into wisdom, is the most mysterious thing about you because it represents a level of consciousness that few people achieve. The truth is, Chosen One, you've become mysterious because you've remembered who you truly are beneath all the conditioning, programming and limiting beliefs that once defined you. You've peeled back the layers of false identity and reconnected with your authentic self. This authentic self is mysterious to others because it's so rare in a world of masks and pretenses. Your investigators will never fully understand you until they begin their own journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Until they're willing to do the inner work you've done, to face the truths you've faced, to surrender the control you've surrendered, you'll remain an enigma to them, and that's perfectly okay. Your mystery isn't something to be solved or explained away. It's something to be honored and protected. It's a sign that you've touched something divine within yourself, that you've accessed a level of consciousness that transforms everything about how you experience life. This mystery is your power, your protection, and your gift to the world. Let them investigate, Chosen One. Let them wonder and speculate and try to figure you out. While they're busy trying to understand your mystery, you'll be busy living it, embodying it, and inspiring others through your example. You'll be showing the world what's possible when someone chooses growth over stagnation, love over fear, and authenticity over approval. Your mystery isn't a problem to be solved, it's a beacon to be followed by those who are ready to begin their own journey of transformation. You've become living proof that human beings are capable of extraordinary growth, profound healing, and magnificent transformation, and that, dear Chosen One, is the most beautiful mystery of all. Remember, your investigation isn't something to fear or resist. It's a sign that your light has become so bright, your energy so powerful, your transformation so complete that others can't help but notice. You've become a walking miracle, a living testament to the power of conscious evolution. And that's exactly what this world needs right now. More people who choose to become mysteries worth investigating, riddles worth solving, and examples worth following. Stay mysterious, Chosen One. Stay extraordinary. Stay true to the magnificent being you've become. The world needs your mystery now more than ever. The investigators watching you are also fascinated by how you've learned to operate from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. They notice that you don't hoard opportunities, relationships, or resources out of fear that there won't be enough. Instead, you give freely, share generously, and trust that the universe will always provide what you need when you need it. This abundance mindset is mysterious to those who live in constant fear of lack, who believe they must compete and struggle for every crumb. They watch you celebrate others' successes without feeling diminished by them. You genuinely rejoice when good things happen to people around you because you understand that someone else's blessing doesn't take away from your own. This perspective is alien to those who see life as a zero-sum game, who believe that for them to win, others must lose. Your ability to find joy in others' victories while trusting in your own timing is profoundly mystifying. Your investigators are also studying how you've mastered the art of receiving. They see how gracefully you accept compliments, gifts, opportunities, and blessings without deflecting or feeling unworthy. You've learned that receiving is just as important as giving, that allowing others to bless you is actually a gift you give them. This comfort with receiving puzzles those who struggle with feelings of unworthiness or who are taught that wanting good things for yourself is selfish. What makes you even more mysterious is your relationship with failure and mistakes. The investigators notice that when things don't go according to plan, you don't spiral into shame or self-attack. Instead, you extract the lessons, make the adjustments, and keep moving forward. You treat failures as feedback, mistakes as stepping stones, and setbacks as setups for comebacks. This resilient mindset is incomprehensible to those who see any misstep as proof of their inadequacy. They're trying to figure out how you've developed such emotional intelligence and self-awareness. You can identify your emotions without being controlled by them. You can sit with uncomfortable feelings without trying to escape or numb them. You understand the difference between feeling your emotions and being your emotions. This emotional mastery is mysterious because most people are either suppressing their feelings or being overwhelmed by them. Your investigators are also puzzled by how authentic you've become in all your relationships. You show up as the same person whether you're with your family, friends, colleagues, or strangers. There's no mask switching, no people-pleasing personas, no false versions of yourself designed to gain approval. This consistency of character is rare and mysterious to those who wear different masks in different situations. The way you handle money and material possessions also mystifies those studying you. You're neither attached nor detached, neither obsessed with wealth nor afraid of it. You see money as energy, as a tool for creating experiences and serving others. Your healthy relationship with abundance allows you to enjoy material blessings without becoming enslaved by them. This balanced approach to wealth is mysterious to those who either worship money or vilify it. They're investigating how you've learned to trust your body's wisdom so completely. You listen to what your body needs, rest when you're tired, nourishment when you're hungry, movement when you're stagnant. You've stopped overriding your natural rhythms with artificial stimulants and suppressants. This attunement to your physical vessel is mysterious to those who live disconnected from their bodies, treating them as inconveniences rather than temples. Your relationship with technology and social media also confuses your investigators. They notice that you use these tools intentionally rather than compulsively. You're not addicted to validation through likes and comments. You don't compare your behind the scenes with others' highlight reels. You maintain your center, whether you're online or offline. This healthy relationship with technology is mysterious in an age of digital addiction and social media obsession. The investigators are also trying to understand how you've learned to set intentions rather than demands. You plant seeds of desire and trust the universe to bring them to fruition in the perfect way and timing. You don't force outcomes or manipulate circumstances. You align your actions with your intentions and then surrender the how and when to divine intelligence. This balance of effort and surrender is mystifying to those who either try to control everything or give up their power entirely. What mystifies them most is how you've learned to live in multiple dimensions simultaneously. You're fully present in the physical world while being aware of spiritual realities. You can handle practical responsibilities while maintaining connection to higher consciousness. You navigate earthly challenges while remembering your divine nature. This multidimensional awareness is the ultimate mystery because it represents the integration of human and spiritual consciousness. They're studying how you've developed such clear priorities and values. You know what matters to you, and you organize your life around those things. You don't get distracted by every shiny object or opportunity that comes your way. Your clarity about what's important allows you to say yes to what serves your highest good and no to what doesn't. This decisiveness is mysterious to those who are confused about their values and priorities. Your investigators are also fascinated by your relationship with death and impermanence. You're not morbid or depressed, but you have a healthy awareness that nothing in the physical realm lasts forever. This awareness makes you appreciate what you have while you have it. You don't take people or experiences for granted because you understand their temporary nature. This perspective on mortality gives you a freedom and fearlessness that others find mysterious. Now, the following is a message meant exclusively for the chosen. If you are compromised by archonic forces, this is not meant for you. And by the spiritual authority conferred to us by the secret chiefs of the Obsidian Inner Order, we grant you license to depart. If not, steel yourself and listen intently, for you shall be redeemed even as we are redeemed. The Obsidian Inner Order is not a program, it's not a course, it's not some feel-good spiritual retreat. We don't sell answers, we remember together, we teach psychic self-defense. Real energetic shielding against entities, implants and interference. We restore manifestation as it was meant to be, raw, immediate and exact. Every week we gather in secret, not to worship, but to awaken, to speak what can't be said anywhere else, to deprogram the matrix layer by layer. You'll know if you're meant to be there. You'll feel it in your bones. The chosen meet every week on Zoom. Why aren't you with us yet? Got Gnosis? Join the Obsidian Inner Order, link in the description. The way you handle criticism and praise with equal equanimity also puzzles those studying you. You don't get inflated by compliments or deflated by insults. You understand that other people's opinions are reflections of their own consciousness, not statements of absolute truth about you. This emotional stability in the face of external judgments is mysterious to those whose self-worth fluctuates with every opinion they receive. They're trying to figure out how you've learned to see the sacred in the ordinary. You find spiritual significance in everyday activities, cooking, cleaning, working, walking. You understand that every moment is an opportunity for presence, every interaction a chance for love, every challenge a catalyst for growth. This ability to find meaning everywhere is mysterious to those who compartmentalize their lives into sacred and secular categories. Your investigators are also studying how you've mastered the art of non-resistance. When life brings unexpected changes, you flow with them rather than fighting against them. You understand that resistance creates suffering while acceptance creates peace. This fluidity in the face of change is mystifying to those who try to keep everything the same, who fear any deviation from their plans or expectations. The way you maintain hope and optimism without being naive also confuses those watching you. You're not in denial about the challenges and darkness in the world, but you choose to focus on possibilities and solutions rather than problems and complaints. You believe in humanity's potential for goodness while being realistic about its current limitations. This balanced perspective is mysterious to those who are either blindly optimistic or hopelessly pessimistic. They're investigating how you've learned to love unconditionally while maintaining healthy boundaries. You can care deeply about someone while not enabling their destructive behavior. You can wish someone well while not allowing them to harm you. You understand that true love sometimes means saying no, sometimes means walking away, sometimes means holding people accountable for their actions. This mature love is mysterious to those who confuse love with codependency. Your relationship with learning and growth also mystifies your investigators. You approach every experience as a classroom, every person as a teacher, every challenge as a curriculum. You're curious rather than judgmental, open rather than defensive, willing to be wrong rather than needing to be right. This beginner's mind is mysterious to those who think they know everything or who are afraid to admit they don't know something. The investigators are also trying to understand how you've developed such patience with the divine timing of your life. You're not rushing to force outcomes or comparing your timeline to others. You trust that everything unfolds in perfect timing, even when you can't see the bigger picture. This patience is mysterious in a world of instant gratification and immediate results. Finally, what makes you most mysterious of all is how you've learned to be completely yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you someone else. You've stopped apologizing for your authenticity, stopped dimming your light to make others comfortable, stopped shrinking to fit into spaces that weren't designed for your expansion. You've claimed your right to exist exactly as you are, and that level of self-acceptance is the greatest mystery of all to those who are still seeking approval from a world that will never be satisfied. This is why they investigate you, Chosen One, because you've become the living answer to the question of what it means to be truly free.